What is happening in Iran is going to shock you. How US President Donald Trump not only claiming on Greenland, but he has also his eyes on Iran. Right now, if we say that during the whole protest, Iranian regime has almost killed around 200 people, and out of which 160 approximately were civilians who were protesting, and the other one was the security personnel who was guarding those protesters or stopping them from not doing much more of the protest. But this time we could see there's a problem not just with Iran, but also there are going to be problem in other Middle East as well, because Iran is one of the most important countries in the Middle East. They have power, they have Islamic regime going on out there, they have influence and good ties in the entire Middle East. But Donald Trump has been trying enough that if Iran's whole government is losing down, they could capture Iran as well. As we all know, we have seen so many statements of Donald Trump coming where he was claiming that Iran should not be afraid. I am there to help you. Whatever will happen, US military will help you. Not just that, he was saying that even if one protesters will be killed, they are going to take military actions against the Iranian regime out there. And Khamenei is going to be in danger as per US President Donald Trump. Now I will tell you how is US right now trying to get Iran as well. So basically out there is unrest, and we have also seen that some of the US soldiers have been deployed there in Iran. Now if the protest goes so far, there could be many more chances that US can come in between and take over it. But it wouldn't be as easy as Greenland, Venezuela was for US President Donald Trump, because Iranians have a good military backup. And not just that, if you see practically, even if US attacks on Iran, they're going to do it through air, because when you are attacking through air, you attack in the certain area, there are less destruction and there are less chances of the foremost war. On the other hand, there are also chances that air defense system of US is very nice. So they would plan for that. They're like, it is less wastage of time, less wastage of soldiers, less wastage of military out there. And ultimately you attack on the territory where you want to attack, and also much more civilians life is not also threatened if you're attacking from air. Right now, Iran's airspace and air defense is very nice. Yeah, recently they have come across and they have equipped themselves with very nice fighter jet planes. So even if the war comes in, it wouldn't be like that Iran could surpass or could can win from US. But there will be many chances that if Iran comes in the war, US is going to feel the devastation and they're going to be distracted like anything. But now coming on this whole point, does Iranian wants the regime of US? Do they want that US should come here in Iran and westernize the whole country? No, Iranians does not want that. Iranians want there should be another autonomous they should have their autonomous status. Not just that, Iranian believes that there should be somebody from Iran. They don't want Western implications in Iran, but they just want to get rid of these moral policing which have been done from so many years by Khamenei's moral police for not wearing burqas, for applying lipsticks, and for a lot of things out there. And also, on the other hand, they also want that they want somebody from Iran only to understand them and get them into the modernity. Because there was this time of late 90s where we could see Iran, Iranian women, and everybody was in freedom. There was nightlife, there was fun, there were much more modernization, which is right now not there at all. Not just that, if we talk about economically, one Iranian currency is equals to 14 lakh US dollar. Do you even understand that? 14 lakh? Do you understand where Iran is standing right now? This is the same Iran who was about to help Hezbollah, then Lebanon, Gaza, and all of those places and organization against Israel. But right now, if you see the economic stability of Iran, it is somewhere not even enough to stand. I mean, sometimes I feel like even Pakistan is standing better than Iran right now. But that is what US President Donald Trump is taking all the advantages of. Because even if he gets the Iran, he's not only going to get the military of Iran, but also he's going to capture one of the territory of Middle East. But that is almost a dream like of a thing. It's not that easy to get in there. But there could be highly possible chances. But US is not the only player who has an eye on Iran. There is someone else who's going to be affected with the war between Iran and US, and that is Israel. Do you remember that time when Israel was attacking these Middle East countries where Palestine was there, Lebanon was there, Yemen was there? All these countries were attacked by Israel. They were countering Israel at the same point of time, but all of them were protected and given assurance by only one country who was coming in the foremost area. That was Iran. Iran was saying that if you do anything wrong to Gaza, I'm going to be there. You cannot do anything wrong to them. They were in support of Hamas and Hezbollah. So Hezbollah is not only in allies with Khamenei. Hezbollah has the whole saying and support with the Iranians out there. So if US attacks on Iran, then Israel will surely support US to get into it, because he has an eye and he will get his whole revenge which he wanted to take from these Middle East countries. And if Israel comes in the game, there would be chances where Lebanon and Hezbollah would also come into the game. So you understand, if this war happens, the entire Middle East is going to be disrupted like anything. Big players wouldn't come in between, like UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar and all of it, but these players, these small countries, Lebanon and all of these countries, are going to get into the war. And Israel have always enjoyed the war. Netanyahu have always wanted to capture these places, and during this war it could get really big at that point of time. This is what all of them are really afraid of. So Iranian does not want US President Donald Trump and his regime, but US President Donald Trump surely has an eye on Iran, even for now. Let's see what happens. That's all for today. If you like such geopolitical scoop, do not forget to like, share and subscribe Global Shark. Thank you so much for watching us.